The scene shifts to a residential area. Young Sung walks while thinking, finally, he can walk in this alley again. It's been years since he's been here. At a messy villa with the number 00, Young Sung's house is worth 50 million won. If it weren't for the life insurance after his parents' death, Young Sung would have had to rely on his own salary. Young Sung walks while looking around, feeling nostalgic about his memories with his grandmother, who was forced to move due to hospital bills, making him feel like the world had shattered. He remembers his childhood and feels grateful to be back. Young Sung opens the door to his house while calling out for his grandmother, but there's no response. Young Sung enters the living room and realizes that at this hour, his grandmother is usually out working to support their family. This isn't the time for sentimentality. This is a miracle that he got this chance. Young Sung sits in a chair while thinking about his next plan. He has to make the most of 1 week before returning to school for a meeting. His next plan needs to be more accurate. In 2 years, he needs to be able to execute it and stabilize his foundation, and destroy the foundations of others. In this plan, there are several conditions that need to be met. The first condition is his strength. Young Sung needs to be strong enough to fight against bullies at school and defeat them without difficulty. The second condition is that Young Sung needs to gather people who share the same goal as him. And in the end, people will play their roles beautifully. Young Sung realizes that he's still a high school student, and even if he has a plan, he doesn't have the power to execute it. Young Sung needs to take the first step to find the people he needs. He has an advantage in having experience because he's lived again and knows what to do, but he needs someone with a background that can help his plan, so no one can stop him from executing it. Having a background will be his top priority. The scene shifts to a police station, where a man is shouting loudly, "Hey, you morons, don't you know who I am?" The man adds, "Do you know what family I'm from? You're just a spy. If you don't know who I am, then you're just a civilian. Just because you're a police officer, you think you'll be safe after treating me like this." The commotion escalates until a police officer comes and says, "Old man, please calm down." The man becomes even more emotional and shouts, "Old man. You call me old man. You're disrespecting me. I'm a single man, 35 years old." Damn it. The man is Go Changbom, the eldest son of the Myeongjin construction family. With rage, he kicks a chair in front of him. A police officer handling Go Changbom's case mutters, "Of course, I know who you are. Go Changbom, the eldest son of the Myeongjin construction family. He's very dangerous. We'll be in trouble if we make the wrong decision. Since everything is already here, they have to follow the rules." Go Changbom sits down and says, "Damn it, this is better than being interrogated with detailed questions." Go Changbom thinks about how to handle this problem. Damn it, they're so weak, so they're detained. What should I do? If this problem continues, my opponent will use it as a stepping stone. What kind of situation is this? And just now, my father announced that there will be a competition between me and my brother to see who is worthy of taking over the company. In other words, to take his place. I'm just a high school graduate, and my brother is a graduate of a prestigious university, and he married a famous woman 3 years ago, so he's been able to monopolize strong positions. I'll be ruined if he finds out that I'm involved in a violence case. The police officer breaks the silence. "Mr. Go Changbom, I know you're very upset now, but this is your mistake. You hit someone who was innocent, and we can't let this matter slide." Go Changbom feels annoyed and stands up, slamming the table. "I told you, those bastards hit me first." The police officer responds, "Yes, that's what you said, but there's no evidence, not even any CCTV footage. You can't be in 2 places at once." Go Changbom looks to the side, trying to hold back his anger, and mutters, "Damn it, should I fight back or do something?" Not far from Go Changbom, a young man is talking and catches Go Changbom's attention. Go Changbom is surprised to see a young boy in the police station. The boy is Young Sung. Young Sung points to Go Changbom while saying, "I came to prove that person is innocent." He then provides evidence. The police ask while looking at the video, "Where did you find this video?" Young Sung shows a video recording that shows several people beating up Go Changbom. Young Sung calmly explains, "This just happened when I passed by the scene, so I thought it was very dangerous because there were no security cameras. I asked for the black box video from a car parked there and came here." Young Sung adds some details to make his story more convincing, and even Go Changbom is impressed with Young Sung's explanation. After explaining, Go Changbom puts his arm around Young Sung's shoulders with a big smile. Yes, you're very handsome, and how can you say such beautiful things? Go Changbom thinks to himself, father only thinks about who will lose and accept it. As long as there's evidence, there's no reason for me to be in a precarious position. The police officer says, after seeing the video evidence, I understand. Let's end the interrogation here. And after this, I'll have another meeting. The police officer apologizes to Go Changbom and says that he should have listened to Go Changbom's explanation and not made a decision in anger. Go Changbom looks at the police officer with anger in his eyes, as if he wants to kill him, and says, I don't know your situation, but I'll remember your face. From now on, you'll live a peaceful life. The scene shifts to outside the police station, where Young Sung and Go Changbom are walking with Go Changbom's arm around Young Sung's shoulders. Go Changbom says, thank you, kid. If it weren't for your help, I would have really had bad luck. Go Changbom puts his hand in his pocket and says, I'm Go Changbom, a man who never forgets kindness. Go Changbom takes out a wad of cash from his pocket and hands it to Young Sung, saying, take it, this is from the heart. Young Sung accepts it happily, but his reaction makes Go Changbom feel strange. Usually, someone young like Young Sung would be nervous about taking a large sum of money, but he isn't. He also came with a black box recording. This guy is unpredictable. Young Sung tries to get closer to Go Changbom by saying something that makes Go Changbom feel cautious. Go Changbom clenches his fist and stares at Young Sung, asking, who are you? Young Sung raises both hands and says, I think this incident wasn't a coincidence. And I have proof for it. What do you think, Mr. Go Changbom? During Young Sung's time in the hospital, he heard a news report on TV discussing Go Changbom, a famous person in Daesan City. Young Sung says, if you're really a man who knows gratitude, give me an hour. I promise this won't hurt you, Mr. Go Changbom. The scene shifts to a restaurant. Young Sung shows his phone and plays a video, saying, this is the original video from the black box. I think I can use half of it to prove that it was just self-defense. So, I didn't show the beginning of the video. Young Sung adds, the first part you see, proves that it wasn't a coincidence. 30 minutes before the incident, 3 men were waiting in front of the store. At first glance, they looked like customers using the store's facilities, but even after a while, they didn't move an inch. Like they were waiting for someone. And when you arrived, they immediately attacked you and started a fight. Young Sung continues his in-depth analysis, making it easy to understand and clarifying all the evidence he has, that the incident wasn't a coincidence. Go Changbom feels that what Young Sung explained makes sense, and he thinks about how he once suspected his brother, but he didn't want to believe that his brother, who lived a good life, would do something like this. Go Changbom looks at Young Sung and asks, so, why are you telling me this? Young Sung thinks while sipping his coffee, considering the Myeongjin Construction Company, a family business of Go Changbom's that's famous in the outskirts of the city, but their foundation in finance and other areas is very strong and likely to develop. In remembering the problems he faced in his past life, even the internal family issues that led to both brothers being kicked out of the family because Go Changbom's temper flared up and he hit his brother, resulting in his brother being hospitalized and their father kicking them out. Their father then hired a very good manager to run the company. Thanks to this, Young Sung can use the information from his past life to find the source of the problem. And the Myeongjin Construction Company has a bright future ahead.